Hi, I'm Farah, and I'm here with the Cancer Bats. And would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Bailey.
And what do you play?
I play the bass.
I'm Mike, I play drums.
Liam, I'm the singer.
I'm Scott and I play guitar.
All right. Now, first off, how would you describe your music?
We usually say like rock and roll hardcore.
And what exactly does that entail? Who would be your influences?
Tons of influences, I guess. I don't know, it's just usually like our easy way out of getting into being like, we sound like Black Sabbath and Corrosion of Conformity and Black Flag and Refused and Ink and Dagger and Murder City Devils. Do you know what I mean? We take a lot from all over the place. So usually we'll just duck out of the question with like a quick I don't know, rock and roll, hardcore. See you later.
The general.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say we're kind of all over the map with what we do. We just like riffs.
So now your new album just came out, Birthing the Giant, or like a year ago,
yeah,
right? So like
2006,
right? And you guys just did a video for 100.
We've done 3
Grand
videos
Canyon?
for the record.
Okay.
We
The
just
first one.
finished the 3rd video for Pneumonia Hawk. So we did 100 Grand Canyon, French Immersion, and then we just finished Pneumonia Hawk. So that new one's out right now. Okay. I think it just started being on TV last week.
And how does it feel to see yourselves on TV?
Pretty cool. You never expect when you start a band to, have videos and have people know about you in places you've never been before, So the fact that, I don't know, somebody like Much Music is supporting bands like us and playing us, during the day and not just at like 3 in the morning or whatever is like amazing to us. You know what I mean? It's not something, it's just, I think they just like our band and, we just come by it honestly. We just make videos we think are fun and just no other way about it.
So how do you guys feel about being recognized?
The kid who works at the gas station around the corner from where we practice was like freaking out the first time he saw us go in. And we were just like, we're just, dudes like you are. And he was like, let me buy you like a tank of gas. We're like, no, man, like, we're just like hanging out. And I like that idea about like punk rock and hardcore that when we were kids going to shows, Mike, would hang out with Propaganda, like we'd hang out with like the Swarm and stuff like that. It's just people from around your city. Do you know what I mean? It's not a huge deal. So I always still like that idea that like, we're all very accessible and really like down to earth instead of like wearing cloaks and like hiding from people.
And I understand you guys are playing at the Leeds Festival in August and the Reading Festival. What's that going to be like?
It's going to be amazing. We're actually playing this really cool stage with tons of awesome bands, so we're really psyched to be a part of that. It's like we got a really good spot on the punk rock stage. So Against Me's playing, the Dwarves, Turbo Negro, Municipal Waste, the Casualties, so many bands. So
very cool. And so as soon as your European or your England trip comes to conclusion, where are you guys off to next?
Then we go to the U.S. to do a little quick tour with Rise Against, Silverstein, and our friends Comeback Kid. Well, we're friends with all those bands, but yeah, so we're going to be doing that in September and then holing ourselves back up in a basement to write the rest of the record.
So who does most of the lyric writing and who does most of the songwriting musically?
I do most of the lyric writing, I guess, and then everybody run it by the team, get the thumbs up or usually the thumbs down.
Now, are you one of those bands where you will hole yourself up into the studio and just mass produce music, or do songs come to you once in a while and then when you have an idea, you guys just get together and you jam? What's your process like?
We all work on a lot of stuff on our own, like when we're on tour, but it usually comes down to like us being in the jam space, holed up for 10 hours a day, working on new stuff, working on it as like a team. Kind of running ideas by, and then that's where you'll pull out, like Scott would be like, oh, I thought of this, riff or whatever when he was in Arizona, and I'd be like, oh, I wrote these lyrics when we were in the UK, why don't we try that out?